Hi everyone, it's James MCI here. How you doing? Welcome you back to my Let's Play of Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch Remastered. Last time round we breached time, or we got to the Tombstone Trial and we did some spooky stuff. And this episode we're going to return to Hamelin and we're going to try and return to our own world. So let's do so. With Gascon and Marcassian in tow. I'm sorry everyone, but this is where I say goodbye. So we went our separate ways. Huh? What are you telling me about? Are you coming back to Hamelin with us? No, I'm not going back. I've got my own journey to go on. Your own journey? You mean you're running away from home? Hey, look after yourself, alright? Here, you better take this. Father gave me that sword, but you're the one who should have it. It's the kind of sword that a sage should wield. A sage like you'll be someday. Hey, don't cry. You know he's scared. If you get in trouble, I'll come and help you, I promise. Wherever you are, no matter how far away, I'll always be there for you if you need me. Wherever I am. Yes, I promise you. But if I'm going to live up to this promise, I'm going to have to do some training of my own. As Father keeps saying, I need to find out my own role within the Empire. I need to find out what I'm good at. I won't let him down. I refuse to be a disappointment. Alright, please come back soon. I'll be waiting for you. You do that, Marcassian. We'll meet again one day, you'll see. I wish all your friends all the best as well, Oliver. I hope you make it back to your time. Alright, Mr. Gascon. I sure hope we meet again someday. Huh. Don't think you have to call me Prince anymore. Well, goodbye. Hey, wait! What is it? Are you really sure about this, Gascon? It's what I've decided. I'd be better off watching Marcassian from afar, watching him become a sage. I haven't changed my mind once I made a decision. That's the Gascon way. The Gascon way. Well, it sounds like you're determined to be your own man, but I refuse to say goodbye. Let's just say, until next time. Alright, until next time. In the future. In your time. See you then. Take care, Gascon. Gosh, that boy really is stubborn. Now come on, Oliver, let's head back to our time. Sure thing. And with that, Gascon is no longer traveling with us. For now though, we can head back to Hamelin. And head to the palace. A bit of a long journey, but we'll get there. With a bit of jumping. Yeah, it's straight there. I could probably actually heal because my MP is literally 1. Which probably isn't good. So I definitely want to heal that. Right, now we're fully healed. Let's go. To the palace. I keep forgetting you can jump. I don't know if jumping is faster. I'm not a speedrunner of this game. It definitely seems faster to jump sometimes. Oh, I thought there would be a scene, but there isn't. At least we don't have to sneak again. That was, not fun. And we're almost there.
Oh, the Emperor!
Your Majesty! Father!
But why? What happened?
Shadar.
Shadar?
Yes, he was here. He came to demand our unconditional surrender.
Huh?
But let it be known, I defied him. I would not bow to that wretch.
No, don't. Don't try to speak.
Gascon.
Huh?
My son. My beloved son.
Huh?
You really thought I couldn't tell?
You knew.
Your appearance may have changed, but I know my own flesh and blood. What the future holds is a mystery to all men. But I know that together, you and Marcassian can, I believe it, you protect the Empire, now and in the future.
Father! No! Father! Please! Father! I got to meet you again. And now this. I just wanted to make you proud. And now... this has to happen! Damn it!
Swain.
That's a pretty good no. Several days later. I wonder what's taking Swain so long. He just lost his dad. Again. I just can't believe that he's Gascon. The heir to all Hamelin. My honest bog will be able to leave him. I guess he just didn't want us to know, huh? I suppose so. We won't be able to see him now that we know he's a prince. Well, I'm going to act like I don't know. Me too, unless he even wants to talk about it. I'm not going to say a word. Oh, you don't need to worry about me, man. I'll have forgotten all about this in a bit. Can remember if I wanted it, me. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's forgetting. Sorry to keep you waiting. Swain. Suppose it's time to go, but I need to say goodbye to Marcassian first. Alright. It's today that you're leaving, isn't it? Yes, Your Highness. Thank you for everything. No, I should be thanking you. Because of you, I was able to come to my father's heir, and Shinobu will formally inherit his title. Yeah, I bet the people of Hamlet are glad about that at all. I mean to give them a reason to be. I want to know that they have nothing to fear from Shadar. I refuse to let him defeat us. I want Gascon to be able to come back to Hamelin whenever he likes after all. Let's keep the Empire safe until he does so. You'll make a fine Emperor, Marcassian. Gascon will be proud of you. I hope so. He always believed in me, and I shall never stop believing that he will come back. Look here, look at live boy. It's all glow bun. You don't think? It must be. Marcassian's belief in his brother must be real strong. I'm sorry, Your Highness, there's someone who needs your help. Someone who needs the strength. Someone with the strength is in your heart. My heart? Whoever you're talking about? Well, you, Your Highness. In the future, I mean. In our time, a piece of your heart is missing. My future self? That's right. We need you to share some of your belief with him. Wait, to help him get back to normal. My belief. Very well. I can hardly refuse my own spiritual self and base my own heart. Oh, I keep doing it. I would gladly share my heart. Come, take it. As we get the noble certainty of unshakable faith, we get some belief. Thank you very much, Your Highness. There's no need to thank me. Now please, give that belief to my future self. But before you go, Swain? Yes? When you return, please give my regards to my future brother. I'll be sure to do that, Your Highness. Righto, Back to the Future is. You know what spell you want, don't you? All the way for each time, is it? Roger, let's go everyone to the future!
Okay, all together.
Today, tomorrow, yesterday.
Send us safely
on our way.
Oliver's gone. They've all gone.
Ah, Marcassian. Did we make it? Huh? Aren't we still in the same place? No way, man, that's impossible. I know when a spell works, and that spell works right and proper. We're back in our time, but I find it. Yeah, this place is different somehow. Swain. We made it back, that's all that matters. Now there's somebody we should be helping. Of course, come on, Oliver, let's find Marcassian. Sure thing, let's go give him his belief back. Alright. Get out of here. Go. Be gone, I say. Poor lad's still broken hearted. That's for definite. A shadow for himself he is. He's built a belief and he needs to make it snap, man. That's what his dad would have wanted. Cease your madding chatter, fairy. My father died 15 years ago. Do not claim to know his will. So that carry on was 15 years ago, was it? And his poor lad's been on his own ever since. There's tragic. Your Highness, we brought you something. A gift. It's from 15 years ago. We got it from, well, we got it from you. Anyway, if it's okay, we'd like you to have it back. What did you say? What is the meaning of this? What is this? This glow? What's happening? What is this warmth that spreads within my breast? What have I done? All this time I've been so misguided. I'm Mr. Dar, Your Highness. He took belief from your heart. My heart. My belief. Wait, I believe in people once more. I want to believe in people. It has been so long since I felt this way. Does this mean? Does this mean that you saved me? Was it you who gave me back the capacity to believe? It was, Your Highness. I did promise, didn't I? I promised I'd come and help you if you were in trouble, wherever you were, no matter how far you were. Wherever I see. Haha, now I see. You came back. I knew that you would. Thank you. There's really no need to thank me, Your Highness. Your Highness, we need your help. I want you to help us to defeat Shadar. What did you say? You mean defeat Shadar? That is impossibly reckless. I'm a great sage, and yet Shadar is able to enter my heart and take a piece of it with impunity. And yet I was saved, just as I was promised. Very well. I shall assist you. Together we shall defeat the Dark Jinn. Shadar's days are numbered. They sure are. Thank you so much, Your Highness. I knew you wouldn't let us down. Huh. And that's why you're the Emperor, Marcassian.
Well, well. What are we to make of this? It seems the Savior managed to acquire Mornstar after all.
And somehow managed to travel back to the present. I would have thought that far beyond his meager power.
Indeed. The power to bridge time can be used but once in a mortal's life, can it not? It would seem that he has benefited from yet more assistance.
And that its benefactor possesses formidable powers.
Powers on a par with our own.
This supposed helper of his is no mere dabbler in the magical arts. Such powers recall those of that ancient king without whom our magic wands could not exist. Yes, I speak of my...
What would be a truly terrifying proposition if one such as he were to...
Fear not. Should the need arise, I shall take action myself.
Your radiance? You mean to say...
I do. He cannot hope to defeat me. And I will tell you why.
Alright everyone, in order to defeat Star, we must first break down his defenses. Now the Dark Gem is protected by a magical barrier known as the Black Briar. The Black Briar? Yes, it's a cloying magical barrier which no spell can permeate. Neither Rashad nor Alicia were able to overcome the Black Briar, that's why Shadar was able to defeat them. Now if the other great sage is incapacitated, he was able to delve deep into my own heart and steal a piece of it. But now, Marcassian, your Majesty. Come along, Esther. I once fought alongside you as a child. There's no need for you to use my royal title. Same goes for all of you. Sure, Your Majesty, don't worry, Oliver. I'm sure you'll get used to it. And I dearly would love to accompany you on our journey, one where we grow strong together, strong enough to defeat Shadar. But protecting the Empire has been my first priority. There was also a small matter of rectifying the many mistakes I made whilst broken-hearted. I comfort myself with the knowledge that you now possess a wand that you should be able to defeat Shadar without my aid, Oliver. Mornstar once belonged to the Wizard King. It said that the power to overcome any enchantment that must surely include the Black Briar that protects Shadar. Unfortunately, however, the wand you have in your possession is not complete. Eh? Not complete? What are you on about? Mornstar's true power is beyond most wizards' comprehension. It's so powerful indeed that the ancient king who created it decided that its power should be divided between 3 magical stones. These 3 stones were then sealed away far from the wand itself. So we need to go find them, right? Yes, but I have an apology to make in that regard. Huh? Why? What have you done? A map detailing the locations of the 3 stones was once in my possession. I am afraid, however, that has been stolen. Stolen? Whilst I was broken-hearted, I must confess that I became rather neglectful of the palace's treasures. Books and maps would often disappear. To my shame, I actually observed several such thefts and did nothing. That sounds about right. I found it hard to care about anything much when I was broken-hearted. Well, this is a bit flippin' rum. If the thief who pinched the map uses it to get hold of the stones, what do you think he's going to do with them? I do not know. What I do know, however, is the identity of the thief. His name is Kublai. He styles himself as King of Sky Pirates. Kublai, of all the people to tangle with. I should have known you two would be as thick as, anyway, I suppose we know where he is he? That's the thing with Sky Pirates. You never know where they are. They're always moving about from hideout to hideout on those giant airships. But as of today, locating Kublai is still the easiest way for you to recover the 3 magical stones. He's very unlikely to cooperate peacefully, however. I should better teach you some new spells, Oliver. As we get the Ward spell, the Fuse spell, the Insight spell. You'll also certainly be doing a lot of travelling in search for Kublai, therefore let me grant you one last spell. Best spell in the game! The Travel spell! What does it do, your Marcassian? It instantly transports you to any location you have already visited. While I'm unable to accompany you in your travels, I can at least make them pass by more comfortably. That's great. And it means we can come by and see you anytime you like. Huh, indeed. Be sure to use it to return so many other places you have visited on your journey and find out what has changed. If you've done Temple Trials, for example, you'll now be able to take part in the Solstium Trials organised by my old teacher Solomon. Oh wow, I almost forgotten about Solomon and the Temple of Trials. Our first priority, though, is to find Kublai, King of Sky Pirates. Come on, Oliver. Next chapter of our adventure starts here. Sure does. Let's go. Skyfire could lie stole a map with locations and the map stones marked upon it. But you're finding him may be the only course available to you. Needless to say, I'll do all my power to assist you in this. Good. As we get out. And we're out at the Palace entrance. And there's a lot to do now. We have done this. There is actually a lot to do. As you can see, new side quests abound. So this guy has lost his diary again. The diary is on the railroad track near the mine's entrance. So we need to find it again. This guy he needs belief, which we don't have. Yes, it's enthusiasm, it's courage we need. This person has belief, so we'll get some. As we'll go back and do the side quest. Because it's right here and we can do it right now. As we get some ice cream as well. Which is good. What does that person have? What does that NPC have? Guess we'll find out. Oh, belief again, okay. I wasn't expecting belief again, but hey ho. Luckily this person's lost his belief in everybody. He wanted to arrest us. Right. So now we can do a couple of things. I actually want to go to Swift Solutions quickly. Because there's a few more earned rewards. Or a few more bounties. Alright. So the next quest is actually in the black market. It's actually inside the black market, so we... Because I was wondering why I couldn't see it, and it's probably inside the thing. So that's probably why I couldn't see it. As we bypass through here, we'll go in. Luckily for us, we have some restraint. And luckily for us, we can just travel at any point. And don't worry, your boat comes with you. Oh, we got some kindness skills. Now, while we're back here, there is actually a quest here. Believe it or not, there's a quest right here in Ding Dong Dell. A new quest, I should say. I don't know actually if we can now open blue chests. I don't think we can. I think one star has to be fully powered in order for us to do it. Yep, we need fully powered Morningstar in order to open the chest. Sad times. It's fine. This person has to leave, so we'll take some of that. I love how everyone reacts to how, like, taking and giving heart actually, like, feels. Alright, another merit card. Do I have courage? I don't think I do. Yeah, no I don't. It's fine. Now, I remember there's one quest where we did it kindness, so I do want to do that. But I don't remember where it is, so... Oh, this person already has belief. Or we already have some belief, but at least we know where somewhere is. We need it. Alright, so we're actually gonna go and visit Old Father Oak. Because now we have done that, we've restored Hamelin and cured marcassian, we do get another reward from Old Father Oak, which is really handy. Unfortunately, you can't fast travel there, but hey ho. At least I don't think you can. Oh, you can! Huh. I didn't think you could. And luckily, travel only costs 1 MP. And we have 114, so we're fine. Hello, Father Oak. Oh, here you are again. How very nice it is to see you, young man. How are you faring your adventure from? Tell me all about it. Oh, so not you've been to Hamelin. But the past also, you've travelled far, little ones. Why is but stopping a visit of Tommy himself? In those days, Hamelin is no great city, it could hardly even be called a village. Huh? You mean you once travelled like Oslo, Father Oak? Indeed I was. Must be centuries ago, but to tell you so now, I'm still remember fondly. Blimey, not even I knew that. It's been many years since I spoke of it, but the tale of our travels is an important part of our wisdom companion. Would you like to read it? As we get a new tale of wonder. I can't exactly say no now. Tell me. Oh, I do apologize. Talking of your travels made me nostalgic. Don't worry, old father. I'll keep coming here and tell you your story. Oh, how very kind of you. Didn't help your story to continue to do so significantly. Get healed and cheered, yeah, as well. Look forward to hearing the next chapter of her tale. So let's read that. I don't know which one it is. I think it's the it is this one. The Dig Artwork is a dense green forest located in the northern part of the continent now known as Summerlands. Though there are some beautiful crystal clear waterfalls and other sites of minor interest, travelers mainly flock to the deep dark wood on account of a great tree known as Old Father Oak. Prince and paupers alike have long visited this tree in the hope of gaining some understanding from him. For Old Father Oak's great wisdom and benevolence have led men to consider him the world's elder. No such title officially exists. There's nothing very unusual about the tree that became known as Old Father Oak. When its first green shoots emerged from the ground many centuries ago, the tree grew as all trees grow. Year on year, his branches kept reaching upwards in the search of sunlight, and his roots thrusting downwards in search of water. One day, he was still but a young sapling. He was dug up by a group of humans, and a large stone was placed beneath him, just below his roots. And then he was replanted on top of the stone, and a hole around him refilled with soil. And the humans recited an incantation and drew a rune, and when the ceremony was over, retreated from the forest. Now the presence of the stone made life difficult for the young tree. No matter how hard he tried to stretch his roots, the stone meant for that they simply could not reach any further in the ground. Instead of trying, the tree was about to give up when all of a sudden the stone started speaking to him. Tell me, what can you see from up there? Pray tell me, what can you see from an ordinary rock? One day should be a magic stone, a great and very important one. The tree was very surprised to hear the stone talking to him so casually, and not a little vexed. Why should I tell you anything? You've got nothing to do. You do nothing but getting away from my roots. The tree uttered those words much to some surprise for never been to speak before. So the tree began explaining the situation to the tree. It appeared that in order for the stone to become a magic stone, he had to place the roots of the tree and enchant it by an ancestral ceremony. And so as the tree grew older and wiser, he imparted some of his wisdom onto the stone, allowing the stone's own magic power to develop. The tree's ability to talk was simply one of the things he had learned to grow on, and the stone had learned from his tree. Iron for his newfound talent, the tree began talking to the birds and fairies and other forest creatures, and upon hearing their tales from the outside world, developed an insatiable desire to travel, to leave the spot where he was rooted. And so he began pulling his roots until cracks appeared in the ground. He kept pulling day after day until unable to stop, or he stopped until eventually the inevitable happened. With a great creaking sound, the tree wrenched himself from his short roots out of the ground altogether. At this moment, the young tree discovered that he knew how to walk, and so resolved to leave the thick dark wood immediately and make for passage new. So felt well sad to see his only friend in the world preparing to leave, and said, "Promise that you will come back and see me sometime, won't you, young tree? I should like nothing more to hear all about your travels. Of course I shall come back to see you, I promise." And so the tree set off on his journey. He felt sorry for the stone, who now had never become a magic stone he was wanted it to be. But he knew he had to follow his own dreams. The young tree's journey allowed him to acquire great wisdom. By the time he encountered perils or monsters, he was stuck still and pretend to be an ordinary tree. Should a predator come sniffing, the tree would wait till it was very close before rustling his branches violently, giving the creature a terrible fright, sending a scuttling away in fear. The tree's journey continued. Through storms and blizzards, its dank black chaos across deep blue oceans. On the way, there would sometimes meet other trees on their journeys on their own. Most of the trees he encountered had also been chosen as locations for burying magical stones, and they too had left their stones behind and set out on their own adventures. He also encountered trees that were broken and weathered, having become lost in the desert or trapped in great snowfalls. One day, several months into his journey, the young tree realized it was becoming more and more difficult for him to move. No matter how much flesh or fresh water he drank, no matter how pleasant the sun felt on his leaves, he was becoming slower and slower. This must be what happened to all those dead trees I saw, the tree thought, and what was going to happen to me. Suddenly the tree remembered the promise he made back to the stone back in the deep dark wood. His promise to return to the forest and tell the stone all about his travels. The young tree had not visited the stone once since that day. Indeed, he completely forgot about him. I should go back, he thought. I should return and speak to the stone while I still have the strength to move. And so the tree set off home, back to deep dark wood. The tree short roots were dragging him all the way, trying to get him to stop, but the tree ignored them and eventually made his way back to the forest where he first sprouted from the ground. The sight of his old stone companion, however, gave him no shock. Having failed to become magical, the stone had been mistaken for an ordinary rock. Most of them had been chipped off and carried away to make tools and other objects. Yet a tiny piece of him remained. Undeterred, the young tree proceeded to recount all his travel stories, while the stone listened to everyone in silent wonder. Now the tree had finished telling the stone of his last of his tales, he thought to himself, "Now I fulfilled my promise to the stone, I shall not mind if I wither and die where I stand." Curiously, however, the tree noticed that he was feeling far healthier than come in a long while. Turned out that much of the stone's ability to talk had come from the tree. The tree's ability to walk had come from being near the stone. As he spent more and more time away from the stone, the tree had started to lose its power. He now understood that the unfortunate dead trees had seen in his travels lacked the power of movement on account of neglecting to visit their stone companions. The tiny stone tree, who was no longer very young, formed a firm alliance and became inseparable friends. Indeed, the tree placed the stone into the hollow of his trunk, lying in his share all his knowledge and wisdom. Sure they could. Occasionally go on journeys together, acquiring even greater experience and wisdom. But it turns out while the stone had not become magical during the tree's long absence, it became incredibly knowledgeable. As years went by, the tree and the stone garnered great repute for surpassing wisdom, becoming known as Old Falrook and the Telling Stone respectively. Indeed, to this day, Charles still ventured into the deep dark woods seeking advice from his unlikely pairing of tree and stone. And this end is the branches to the sword like stone. Alright, so, with that, next time on Nino and Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch Remastered, we're going to do a lot of side quests. So, that being said folks, if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to leave a like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe to become part of my community for bottom follows with all. So I will of course see you again.